Hey everyone, how are you today? My name is Liliana Amaro. I'm children sleep coach, and I want to welcome you to the page of Sleep My Baby. This is a page for sleep coaching that in where we happy to help parents to sleep better and have a very enjoyable parenthood during the first years and months of the baby. Usually, we hear that we need to get ready for non-sleeping, for be waking up through the night, but I believe this is something we can change, and I'm here to help you. Okay, today I have a topic that is very common for me to discuss with parents that reach out for help. The topic is why, if I have a strict routine or I follow a routine every day and I try to follow every night, my child is still waking up through the night. I don't understand. Everybody advise a routine for me, and when I try to follow it, all I get is more waking up through the night. I just cannot handle it. Well, this is something that sleep coaches or sleep experts are trained to revise and adjust for you. What happens is usually you can have the perfect routine that you think is very good for your child. For example, yesterday I was speaking with a couple in Spain, and they were asking for help, but at the same time they said we are very strict. We have a routine that we follow every night, but our child is sleeping. Is waking up. Is sleeping around 8:30 to 9:30, and is waking up through the night about 4 to 6 times. So what I come up here with they obviously they keep telling me what is the routine, and the first things as a sleep consultant or a sleep coach, I start recognizing the times. We're talking about a baby that is 9 months old and is sleeping around 8:30 to 9:30. Well, I said to the mom, yes, I understand that you're trying to follow a strict routine, that you are very careful with this, but the first time, as soon as you tell me, I can tell the time that you're putting your child to sleep is very late already. She gets surprised because she thought that was the perfect routine she can have for her daughter, and I said, well, this is one of the things we fix for you and we create for you. We look into the times that are best for the age of the child. I would like to invite, if anyone is watching at the moment and has any questions related to the topic, or even if you're watching the repetition, feel free to leave or pop in a question in the comments. It's always good for us, good for everybody that is watching. So what happened in this? We have in our website and our Facebook and Instagram, you can always look for these posts. There are posts that have a little table, and this little table, I'll show you a little example that I got here. In this table, we have a little bit of an advice of what are the best number of hours. There is a table like this. You will find that we have posted many times. We call it the magic sleep table because we believe if you follow more or less these times for your child to have the number of naps, the number of hours of sleep, your child is going to be happy and is going to start sleeping much better in the night. Routines and the routines that you create are always good if you stick to them and you follow them through the day and through the night. For example, another thing that this mom had is that the routine that she followed, she said this is very strict, but she just followed until certain time, until the child goes to bed. After that, she forgets. The night doesn't have a routine. The night just goes however they can. Sometimes the child or the daughter wakes up around 7 times, and then they do different things through the night. Even if you are having problems from a lot of wakings, or you don't know what to do and you're trying different things, my advice is to always stick to one way. If you have decided, not that this is the best or the one that you have to follow, but if you have decided that you are going to breastfeed to sleep, always do the same. And the moment that you realize that that breastfeeding or that way that you decide to put your baby to sleep. It's not working any longer. I will advise you then try something different, but try long enough. Try for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks. Don't try one time or two times, or sometimes yes, sometimes not, because your child needs to get used to, needs to get into the habit of the new method you are using. And this is where we fail. We usually change too much. We usually too tired to keep trying certain things. One of the most difficult things is when the child is waking up and we sort of thinking in our mind, oh, tonight I'm not going to breastfeed, or I'm not going to go and carry the baby and bring it to my bed. But what happened? Um, we try one time, okay, we're very strong, we succeed, then it wakes up again, and then we try again, and then the third time we're waking up is just too much, and then we end giving up. When this happens, is when we start failing in our routine. This is not becoming a routine. We are breaking, we as an adults are breaking what we thought it was a routine. Even if it's a nighttime, I know it's difficult, and I'm not saying it's going to be very easy for you to do it, or you will achieve it very, very easy. It's a lot of work, but everything with children I find is a hard work. We need to just make them used to different ways to do things, different ways. Another thing we like to advise, if you are struggling, you think you have the perfect routine, but your children is still waking up through the night, reach out, ask me, Liliana, can you please have a look at my routine, and I can just have a look quickly. If there is too much to fix, of course, I'm going to let you know before I even go ahead. If it's just times, I'm happy to advise you best times for naps, for example, best times for bedtime or for activities. I usually do not give times for feeding, because that's pretty much to their own mother's decision, and obviously we need to look into health and eating habits. So eating is pretty much up to the mother, but we can advise you and be very certain that if you feed a child every time they wake up, it will be a more content child, and is going to be more happy to go to sleep, because if you feed them when they are awake, they're fully aware, they will eat properly, they will eat in full, they will be content, and they will be using that energy, they will go through the digestion process, and then they will go to sleep when they're ready. Okay, thank you so much for listening today.